I am so grateful that the police officer that was involved in rescuing me was trained in how to identify and respond to me. He had actually learned about this happening in his community and seeked training out for himself. He said, "This is going on in my community. I need to know more about it." And he took a stand and responsibility for himself and, the community that he represented.
So it's really important to have prevention and restoration set in place for victims. Prevention is, for instance, when you go into a school and you talk to junior high and high schoolers and you tell them what the signs are and what to look for, because it would prevent them from being in that position or finding themselves in that position, because it gives them a way out and it shows them how to say no. It also shows them how to stay away from, or even how to respond if they find out a friend is leading down that way.
I think it's really important to share my story because it really shows that when a community is informed, when teenagers are informed, parents are informed, law enforcement is trained, our kids are more safe. People were able to spring into action because Evan was educated and recognized that I was in a dangerous situation. So one of the big things that is awesome that Shared Hope does also is they reach out and they educate. They're in our school systems, they're in our churches, but every community needs to take it upon themselves to bring this into their own community. So no matter where you're at, you can get your hands on tools from Shared Hope or other organizations who are doing great work and take it into your school system. Every single teenager should know what this looks like. We've got to act on prevention. We've got to keep these girls from even ending up under the hands of these traffickers.
When people ask me what I've done for Shared Hope International, one of the things that I'm proud about is the fact that I've helped train first-time responders on how to identify victims of human trafficking. Coming from the colorful background that I have of being an ex-con, ex-druggie myself, I just have a newfound respect for law enforcement. So I've helped do trainings for first-time responders. That's law enforcement, CPS workers, foster parents, teachers, nurses, FBI, your average officer. And the one thing that always got me is after there was a training for law enforcement, officers would approach me and say, "You know what, I didn't know that was happening. That is so crazy that that's happening. Now that you've said it, I understand and see where that's," because I've shared my own experiences. And they'd be like, "Now that you've said that, I totally see what's going on in my area." And so when you train an officer in that way, it empowers them to be able to do their job a lot better.